Hello, my name is Princeton Perry, and today we'll be going over the Digital Systems Homework 4. In this homework, we are designing ALUs that will be capable of performing 4 of the following functions on 2 4-bit numbers. The functions are as follows: AND, OR, NAND, NOR, XOR, and XNOR. We are doing this with 2 different ALUs. So let's go ahead and get into the second one. I'll be starting with the one where we're implementing at least one component, implementing 2 functions in one system, and yeah, you can read the rest. So let's get into the ALU. So in starting with our first component within this ALU, let's see. Okay, so we're starting with our up top libraries, moving into our entity. When we have our port, we have a 4-bit port for A and B, 3-bit selector, and a 4-bit Y output. And in this component, we will be performing the operations AND when detecting 001, or when detecting 010, and NAND when detecting 011. When others null, so we should not have any other output if those aren't detected, at least from this component. Our second component is very similar. It's just the only difference is here we're detecting we're performing the NOR operation when detecting 100, performing the XOR operation when detecting 101, and XNOR operation when detecting 110. So moving on to our top level, here we instantiate our components. So we have our entity up top, 4-bit inputs, again, 3-bit selector and a 1 4-bit output, and instantiate components, which we just went over. And our signal routing, so we're routing our A, B select, and temp1 respectively. So that's our 2 inputs, our selector and our output. Then same for our second ALU, or our second component. And then moving into our process, so if the selector is detecting 001 or 10 or 010 or 011, then our output should be received from our first component. If we're detecting 100, 101, or 110, then our output would be coming from our second component. Else Y0, then we go ahead and our processes. Moving on to our test bench, again, component declaration up top, and then went ahead and routed our inputs and outputs. Going into our stimulus process, we hold reset for 100, so whatever our initial values, which should be 0, are held for 100 nanoseconds, and then we begin our stimulus, our process. So here we start with the output, or the inputs of 1 and 2. Those are numbers we're comparing, and then the selector will tell us which operation to use. So 001 will be the AND operation, and it goes down the list. We wait 50 nanoseconds between each. So yeah. I had 100 nanoseconds. That was a mistake. I should go back and change that for our comments. But we get into our wave function here. So we have the 2 inputs, both starting at 0. Everything is starting at 0 because that's how we coded it. When we move in, this selector here goes to 1, but it's still in the state where it's detecting a 0. So we have our output as null. Then when we move on to our output being 0, we're still detecting our AND operation. So right now we're at this point still in AND operation, and we go ahead and do that. At this point we're detecting our next operation here, which is where it's reading the selector at 2, so it's outputting the OR operation. Here we're reading selector at 3, but it's outputting this null, and I'm not sure what the issue is with that, but since there was an issue and since we're only supposed to do 4, I went ahead and added an extra detecting sequence, I guess, at the end. So that's our 1 here, 2 here. That's not working. At this point here, we're doing the, I think, we are doing the NOR operation. So we get our output C here, because it's still detecting 4 and it performs that correctly. And then moving on to our last operation here, we have our selector being at 5, and at this point it's still detecting a 5, so it's outputting the correct output, which is F. And that's my video. Thank you.